Namaste to one and all. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat. Here I am taking the art forms of Tripura, the pair state of Bihar. Let us see the art forms of Tripura. First of all, we can see dance forms. Bisu dance, Libang Bumani, Garia, High Hack dance, Jum dance, Sangrai mock dance. Then here we can see what is Bisu dance. It is a traditional dance. It is performed by the Chakma people on their New Year. Bisu means means it is a Chaitra month. It is performed in the Sankranti or the end of the day of the Bengali calendar year. And the dance is beautifully orchestrated with the rhythm playing of kangrang and the cook sorts of flutes. Sorts of flutes it is written, and some sides it is written kangrang, the cook and flutes also written. Anyway, this is the instruments they are using in the Bisu dance. It is end of the calendar and starting of the new year. Then comes the Garia dance. It is a life and culture of Tripuris. Tripuris revolve around Jum cultivation. Jum cultivation, it is a sort of shifting cultivation. You have learned the shifting cultivation. So like that, from the people earlier, they were nomads. They moved from one place to another place in search of food and fodder. So there they will cultivate. And how they cultivate, they will find out new places. They are nomads, and they just moving from one place to another place. But when the cultivation started, they started to clear the forest and started agriculture. So that is a slash and burn method of cultivation. The same way here also the Jum cultivation, that is a shifting of cultivation. Then performed during Gauriya Puja and Gauriya Puja. Both have seen Garia is there, Goria is there, and it celebrates the sowing of new crops and prayer for good harvest. So it is a sowing season. Garia dance is associated with the sowing season, and they are praying for the best good harvest. And this is performed in Baishakh month, that is in the April, month of April. Then Libang Bumani. Libang Bumani is a harvest dance. So this is associated with the sowing dance, and this is Libang Bumani is a harvest dance. And then we can see the Jum dance. This is Tripuri people. They are having the Brahmas ruled that time in Tripura, and in 1949 this Tripura became the part of Indian Union, and so the Tripuri is the original inhabitants of the northeastern place, especially in Tripura. And then we can see Sangrai mock dance. Sangrai mock dance, this Mog is a tribal people, a community of that is a Mog tribal people. They are Buddhist, and familiarly they are more associated with the Burmese Buddhist, Burma. What is the new name of Burma? That is Myanmar. Burma's earlier, its capital was known as Rangoon. Now Burma's name has changed into Myanmar, and its capital is Yangon. And here Mog tribal, and that Mog dance is celebrated in the Chaitra month, that is according to the Bengali calendar. Then we can see Hack dance, High Hack dance. It is performed by the Hallam community. Hallam community to please the goddess Lakshmi. So that is the High Hack dance. So these are the dance forms. Anyway, here we can see that these are majority of the dance forms are associated with the nature. Whatever the sowing season, whatever the harvesting season. I told you this Libang Bumani is a harvesting festival, and so it is also associated with the Rabi crop and Kharif crop. So if you are starting April, May, you know the sowing of season, sowing of seeds, that is related to the rainy season in India. So that is about the Kharif crop. So that way you have to relate your topics. and these instruments can be connected to how the instruments are made, that is connected to mathematics, connected to physics. Like that you have to associate with your topic, and how you are writing, whatever the narration you are doing, that is about language, whether it is English or Hindi or Urdu or Malayalam, whatever it is. Okay, now let us move to fairs and festivals. Let us see the fairs and festivals of Tripura. Diwali, Durga Puja, Garya Puja, boat race, Ashokashtami, Paush Sankranti fair, Orange and Tourism fair, festival. Yes. Here, Diwali and Durga Puja, almost we have explained in about when we explained several other states. Here we can see what is Garya Puja, and the Garya dance we have seen, a bamboo pole. It is representing the Lord Garya, and it is a deity of livestock and wealth, and of course livestock is connected to biology. And here it is, they are worshipped with the flowers and garlands. Tripura people are so much fond of flowers, and they are sacrificing a fowl chick. Fowl chick means that it is raised for food, and the chick is sacrificed before the deity. There is a 7th day of the Baishagi month. It is celebrated for 7 days. So the 7th day, 7 days, all this connected to maths also. Then boat race. Boat race is celebrated in month of August at Meleghar and Meleghara. It is written there, Meleghar, that is Ganchara. Men and women, irrespective of caste and creed, they celebrate it, and about 10 boats at the same time it will move. They are having that much team spirit and enthusiasm to win it. Then Orange and Tourism Festival, it is connected to the orange harvest. It is a scene of colorful orange and Orange and Tourism Festival. It is celebrated the month of November nearby the Jumpy Hill. This is the only one hill station in Tripura. And it is here also we can see that there is also some boat race is celebrated in the Rudrasagar Lake annually. And so in November it is a Jumpy Hill. Nearby the hill slopes we can see enough oranges are cultivated. So it along in that particular lake locked by the hills, the Rudrasagar lake, there also boat race is held. And next Ashoka is what is the Ashokashtami. Ashokashtami day, when this festival is celebrated, that is the 8th day of the Shukla Paksha of Chaitra month. And it is the praising the Lord Shiva, then Goddess Parvati, then Lord Hanuman, Lord Ganesha. And here it is this place, a pilgrim center, Unakti, that is Inakti, that is written here. It is ornamented with a huge rock cut of God and goddesses. It is a storehouse of this pilgrim center is storehouse of carvings and sculptures. Next we can see Pausha Sankranti fair. It is also known as Tirthamukha Mela. It is a place in the South Tripura district where tribals and non-tribals celebrate this festival on the Uttarayan Sankranti. Sankranti tells about the last day of 1 month. This is the Uttarayan Sankranti. That means that is the last day of that particular month. That is the people have a holy dip in Gomati river. Gomati river is the tributary of Ganga, and it originates from the Tirthamukha. This Gomati river is originating from Tirthamukha origin in Tirthamukha, and it is the commencement of the sun's northern course. That is the last day of the month, Pausha month. It is the last day of the Pausha month. It is a commencement of sun's northern course, and it took place in mid-January. Even though I told you it is the 8th day, that is Ashtami day of the Shuklavasha in the Chaitra month, that is according to the English calendar, it is on mid-January. And here they worship the deities, and at the same time they worship their ancestors. That is, they shave their head for worshipping the god and goddesses, and at the same time to worship the ancestors. And they are having the individual sacrifices also there and rituals there in memory of their departed ancestors. And there will be the fair for 2 days. These are the fairs and festivals of Tripura. And here I am having one doubt. The boat race at Melagar or Melagra, that is Gandachara, and the boat race where in the Rudrasagar lake, both are the same, I am not sure. The reason is that at Melagra it is written that at the same time 10 boats can participate in the river. That way it is written there. So I am not sure, those who are nearby them, those who know about it, just identify it and write. Okay, so now we can move to the art forms of Tripura. Let us see the art forms of Tripura. It includes craft also, cane and bamboo, handicrafts and handlooms. That they are making table mats, floor mats, room dividers, decorated wall panels, furniture, and it is known for its attractive designs and unique, and it is best in the country because of the beauty, elegance and exquisite designs, and that is about their handicrafts. Then handlooms most often they are having the vertical and horizontal stripes are there, and it is having embroideries with multiple colors. So vertical and horizontal stripes are often we could see in the handlooms. Then the dress, in the dress items, Rikutu Gamcha, that is a traditional costume for men. That is Riktu Gamcha, that is a traditional costume for men in Tripura. It is a towel, it is a small towel. Then Kubai, it is a shirt. And Rinai, it is a traditional cloth of Kaklu tribal women. That is, they are weaving also. That is the traditional cloth of Kaklu tribe women. It's a large cloth which cover, and it is dropped till the knee, and it is covered across the waist. Then Risa, it is a short sized cloth. It is having the gorgeous embroideries. Then this pagri also, there is headdress also used by the men. When women go outside for work, they also are using some headdress, and they are using some coin type ornaments and beads also they are using in their ornaments. Let us see the food of Tripura. Now let us move to food of Tripura. In the circular it is written that Chakvi Avan, Bengwai, Vahan Masdang and Kundribi leaf. That is written on the circular. When I searched, I found that Avan Bengai, that is AWAN, BANGUI and BANGWI also I found. That is a delicious steamed rice dish of Tripura. And here it is a Tiprasa people of Tripura use this. It is a rice dish of Tiprasa people of Tripura. And Masdang is a Tripuri food made of chilies. It is like a chutney like that. Chilies, it is burned slightly, open flame to give a smoky flavor, and along with the salt, you can grind it and make a side dish. That is Masdang. Then how to make this Avan Bengai? That is here it is used as a rice is used here, rice. A Japanese rice is used, a sticky type of rice is used, and cashew, raisin, butter or ghee, ginger can be used. And some recipes I found the chopped carrot, chopped potatoes are also used. Here soak the rice to 4 to 5 hours. Some type of rice have to be soaked overnight. 4 to 5 hours. Salt the cashew. Then raisins also soak it for 1 hour and drain the rice and keep it in a strainer and add ghee, salt, cashews, raisins, and along with that you have to add it and mix it. And I told you another video I have seen, the chopped carrot, chopped potatoes have been used. That also can be mixed with this rice. And another video I have seen, the rice making it in the grinder with less water, they are making like a paste. But majority of the recipes I found that they are using rice itself, they are using, and rice. And they are taking the leaf. This is the lairu leaf or the banana leaf. As the banana leaf, it is a big leaf, you know that it can be cut into squares, you can cut, and we can make into corn like structure like that. This is the way, and they are filling this rice and making it tight with a banana leaf strand. That way you can tie it and steam it for 1 or 1.5 hours. And some recipes I found that it is not cooked, even it is cooked for 1 or 1.5 hours. After all, they are pouring it into and cooking it in the pressure cooker. But anyway, I think the traditional people may be knowing about it. While we are seeing the recipe and we are doing, we may not be having the accurate how it is cooked. Maybe that reason. Anyway, add ghee, salt, cashews and raisins along with the rice, and this mix can be pour into that corn like leaf, and after all you can tie it, and in the steamer you can put it and steam it. So it says that it is a delicious, a good aroma may be there. And so this is the major ethnic food of Tripura people. Anyway, what else we are using, what are the techniques we are using, that is art. Whether it is preparation of food or preparation of an handicraft, making of an handicraft, or a dance form or a face and festival, all these are connected to a particular way how the people live. That method is art form. And not we are studying at the geography. Here we are learning the art of the people, and connect it with your subject, connect it with your topic, and understand that whatever we learn in different topics or in different subjects are having some importance in our real life. That is the main thing. It is an experiential learning we are having. So I hope you understood the art form of Tripura. It is the pair state of Bihar. So Bihar people, Bihar students may be using this art form of Tripura this year, that is 2020-21 academic year. Thanks for your cooperation. Bihar is having one more pair state, that is Mizoram.